Hey guys, welcome to My So Bliss. Today I'm excited to share with you how to make this cute and easy Forky costume. Super quick and easy, and I love Halloween costumes that are reusable. These can be used for pajamas or everyday wear, really anything until he grows out of them, so I'm really excited about that. So let's get started. Now, one other thing that I wanted to mention before I got started is that you'll notice I use two different kinds of vinyl in this. I use a regular vinyl and a heat transfer vinyl. And I suggest if you're going out and buying new vinyl, get heat transfer vinyl. It works better on clothing. But if you just have regular vinyl, I think it's okay if you use it because it's a Halloween costume. I'm not expecting this to last forever. For our first step, I'm taking a plastic cup and using the top of it, I'm tracing it to make the eye. So I'm getting a big circle and cutting that out of my white vinyl. Then I flip the cup over and use the bottom of it to create a smaller circle for the other eye. If you'll notice, Forky has two very different eyes, so you want to make sure to highlight that. For the black part of the eye, I had to find something in my sewing room that was a little bit smaller and would work just right. So just look around you and see what you have and make two more circles in black. Next, I placed the eyeballs on the shirt where I wanted them and then traced out the type of eyebrow that I wanted. Once I had it traced out, I then cut it out of my paper and then put it on top of the vinyl to cut it out of vinyl. And I repeated this same process for the mouth. I laid the piece of paper on the shirt where I would want the mouth and traced it out. Then I cut it out of the paper and laid it on my vinyl to cut it out of my vinyl. To cut out the middle section, I just clipped out the paper and then traced it again onto my vinyl. Once all my pieces were cut out, I placed them where I wanted them and ironed on the pieces that were heat transfer vinyl. Once they were ironed on, I just took a needle and peeled off the protective clear sheet on top. Like I said earlier, my other pieces are regular vinyl, so I then stuck them right sides down on top of the adhesive tape and transferred them over to that with a ruler that I have. This is a quilting ruler. Obviously, you don't have to use this. You could use an actual tool that is used for this, or you could use a credit card. Those pieces were cut out. I then placed my eyeballs onto the top of the white eyeballs and rub them in place so they would stick, and voila! Cut out the mouth and eyebrow and placed them where I wanted them on the shirt. Again, I rubbed these in place and then peeled off the transfer tape, and it looks really good. If it doesn't come off, make sure you just rub it some more. And if you've noticed in the movie, Forky has a little rainbow sticker on his foot. So I just took a sticker and put it on my son's shoe. To make the headpiece, I just used this old headband we had gotten at Target Dollar Spot, and I cut off all the felt that was already on it, and then cut out a wide, long strip of felt to wrap around it. I actually could have cut it a little bit wider than I did in this video. After I had the felt cut out, I then used my glue gun and wrapped the felt around the headband and glued it on. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I just did it however it worked for me, and it worked out really nice. So just play around with it and see what works for you. I just wanted it to be comfortable on my son's head instead of that awful plastic digging into his head. Once that felt piece was glued on, I then used my stiff felt and sketched out how I wanted the actual spork part of Forky to look. If you'll notice on Forky, he has 4 spikes, and so I just made sure to have it that and the curved edges and made it extra long. Then I was ready to glue this stiff felt onto my headpiece, and so I wrapped it around the top of the headband and just cut that stiff felt so that it could wrap around nicely. You'll notice on some parts I did tuck it under so you can't see it very well. On the top one I wish I would have because it would have finished it off a lot nicer, but it looks pretty good.